Beginning with the color Cool Tan by LA Pro Girl, I'm going to use this concealer and this angle brush to put it up under my eyes until it gets to the end of my eyelid, beginning of my face, and I'm going to duplicate my steps on the other side and bring it all the way down to the end of my nose, and I'm going to fill in all of the gaps. With the same concealer, I'm going to start with the bottom of my nose going all the way up it because I'm going to contour my nose also. I want my nose to look a little bit slimmer. I'm going to my nose all the way up into my forehead, and I'm going to contour some of my forehead and my jawline. So by going across my forehead, my nose, my jawline, up under my eyes, all this should be in the color Cool Tan, and it should kind of connect. Not necessarily directly, but it should lead up into the same position. This is from a different angle, just so you know what the other side of my face looks like. I'm going to begin with the color Dark Cocoa in LA Pro Girl, and this is for my contour. I think this is the best color I could use for my contour. So I'm going up and down my nose on the side of my concealer in the color Cool Tan, across my forehead, and on my cheekbones. Buffing it out with a damp beauty blender. I'm going to start with my dark cocoa. Notice how I start with my dark cocoa because with the dark, it's going to smudge. So I would rather do the dark first than the light because I can always correct my dark spots with the light concealer. Plus, I want to make sure that the dark gets blended out more than I do the light because I don't want to look dirty or look like I have little brown streaks. Then I'm going to go over the Cool Tan with the dark one because the Cool Tan is too light. So the dark cocoa actually brings more color back into the light, if that makes sense. So the dark cocoa actually covers up the Cool Tan and makes it more of my skin tone. Therefore, when I put it in my skin, it'll be more of a corrector and a concealer because I do have hyperpigmented skin, and that pretty much means that my skin is different colors, or it can be different colors, and I also have eczema, so that does cause my skin to have color blotches in it. Not necessarily that you can see it, but this makes my makeup look a lot smoother. Going back in with Cool Tan, and I'm going to put it over the spots that I put it in the first place. With my favorite powder, it's by Ben Nye Banana. I'm going to put it up under my eyes, practically everywhere where the Cool Tan was. And this is the color that's going to set my Cool Tan. Setting and baking is a process that allows your concealer or your base color to stay put and won't crease throughout the day. So that means like if I have any type of facial expressions or anything, like you won't see any makeup lines or any caked up makeup or any weird things going on. Everything will look smooth after I get done baking. So applying this, I'm going to use the same beauty blender that I use, except I'm going to, of course, is washed, but I squeeze it and make it in a line. Therefore, I can pick up the product and put it in its correct place. Then I'm using the contour palette by, this is by Black Radiance. I'm going to show it to you. It's a contour, a sculpt, and a highlight. I got it from my local Target. It's really good. That's why I'm shaking my head. It's really good and it's really cheap. I advise you to go get it. It comes in different colors. I think I got mine in the darkest color that it can come in. And I'm going to use this big blush brush to apply it to my face. I'm going to put it on the sides of my face, down my cheekbones, and above my face by my contour at the top on my hairline. Then I'm going to take a little bit down my nose, just a little. Then a little bit on the other side down my nose, just a little. Because this is a big brush. Gonna blend everything in. I also blend my contour, especially around my nose, using my fingers because those give it a precise look. I'm going to put a little bit of powder up and down my nose and on my forehead. Now, I'm taking my contour brush and I'm going to buff out where I put the powder at. And then, after I apply my eyeliner, I'm going to buff out where I put the Ben Nye at. Now, I time this like when you dust it off, I time it to where my Ben Nye will kind of, it's already yellow because it's banana, but it's going to start look a little orangey. That means it's setting into my skin and it's time for it to come off. You don't want to set it in too much because it is a powder, so you don't want to have a powdery flashback on your pictures or anything. So I would definitely buff that in really heavy. You see that, I'm kind of doing it a little rough, but I would definitely make sure all the product is away from up under my eyes, away from up under my contour, away from on top of my forehead, and dust it away. Then I'm gonna use a highlight that was in the contour palette, and I'm gonna go up and down my face with it. This is a smaller brush. You could use an eyebrow brush. Not an eyebrow. You could use a eyeshadow brush. That's something that I had there, and I just put it up and down my kind of above my cheeks because that's the pink part is where my blush is. So I put it above my blush, still on my cheeks though, and I'm going up and down my nose. So above my cheeks, up and down my nose, and then I'm going to put it under my eyebrow. Applying it up under my eyebrow, I'm going to put it up under there. It looks really nice. Then I'm going to put it on the other side and do the same exact steps. I like to be blinging, so I might do a little extra. And I love putting it above my Cupid's bow. So that's practically it. I want to thank everyone for watching another production by Asia Glam. Everybody have a great day and don't forget to subscribe.